This lesson we're going to be learning Always on My Mind by Willie Nelson. Now, the song, I think the original recording, a lot of it's piano. So this is kind of a finger style version, but you can always just strum the chords along if you're not comfortable with the finger style. So there's a little piano intro. Goes like this. So all that is, we have a little G chord here. So that's 7th fret G string, 7th fret E string, 8th fret B string. It's like a D-shaped chord, but you slide it up so your root note, where your third finger is, on a G. Okay? Then we go to here. So that's a C chord, part of a C major bar chord. So it's 5th fret, 7th fret B string, 7th fret G string. That's a E minor chord there. So that's 3rd fret, 5th fret, 4th fret. And I'm picking these all the same. Starting on the G string, going up and then back down. And then the end is an A sus4. So you play an A chord, put your third finger down or your second finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and then you take it off for a regular A. So and then we start into the verse, and it sounds like this. It's a D to an A, B minor, G, G, A, D, A, B minor, and then this is kind of an E chord. It's tricky. If you can't do it, you could just go to an E chord, and I'll show you when we get further. So let's start with that. So we got the D. So I'm picking D string, G string, then I'm picking the B and E together, and then back to the G and back to the D. And that's pretty much going to be the pick pattern for most of the tune. So you do twice on the D. Then we go to an A with the 3rd on the bottom. So I'm barring an A, but then I'm playing my 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the A string. Same pick pattern, I'm just starting on the A string. So it's A, D, G, and B together, back to D, and I do that twice as well. And the reason that they're playing the A with the 3rd on the bottom is because we're creating this bass line that goes. Like that, okay, and you'll hear it in it. There it is. Now we go to a B minor chord. Same pick pattern as the A. Then let your first finger off so we get the A in the bass note. Like that. Then we go to a G. One time of the pick pattern, and then you go. It's like a little turnaround back into the verse. So let me play what we got so far in the verse. start over again. It's almost the same the second time around, but it's a little different. It starts out the same with the D, A with the third on the bottom, B minor with the A, and then here comes that E. So what you do if you want to play this, from the B minor chord, you're going to put your first finger down here on the second fret of the high E string, and you're going to move your third finger up here to the fourth fret of the E string. You're going to pick, so I'm picking E string with my thumb, then G with my first finger, and B and E with my second and third fingers. Then do the same thing, but let your third finger off and play a low E string. Like that. So it's... Okay, so it sounds like this. Okay, that's the second time around the verse. Okay, so now we go to a little pre-chorus. It's G, D, back to G, but we're going to do this little walk down. To an E minor. Okay, so G, keep your third and fourth fingers where they are. Go first finger on the second fret, and then to an E minor. Okay, and then there's this little bass line that goes, and that's D, D, second fret of the A string, open A, and that leads us into the chorus. Okay, so let me play the pre-chorus. And that was the chorus. Okay, so after our so I'm hitting an A, bass note first, then the chord. So it's D, G, and B strings together. Then a B minor 7, so it's like a B minor chord, but take your pinky off. Same pick pattern. And then back to the A, same thing. And then it's a D, same pick pattern, E minor, bass note, then chord, then a F sharp minor, same thing, to a G. All right, so that's a little confusing. So the chorus, coming out of the pre-chorus. We got our D, then we go to a G in a normal pick pattern. A, D, G, A, and that leads us into the second verse. So let me play the whole chorus. Now we're into the second verse. It's pretty much the same as the first. G, A, B minor, A in the bass, then our E chord, G for the pre-chorus, D, G, F sharp on the bottom, E minor, bass line, chorus. Now the only difference, the second chorus, instead of doing the little turnaround, it just stays on the D for 2 times, okay? And then we're gonna go into, it's kind of like a verse, but I would consider it a bridge because it's a little different. So it's gonna kind of do this walking bass on the D. And I like to pick it a little bit different. So I'm just doing D, G, B string, G string. So it's D, then you gotta reach up here with your pinky on the 4th fret of the A string. Then you do 2nd fret of the A string. And then you play an A sus2 chord, sus4 chord. So it's, you gotta really arch your finger on that one. G with the F sharp on the bottom, E minor to A. It does this twice. G, F sharp, E minor, A. Okay, so that is the bridge section. Okay, so after the bridge section, it goes straight into another normal verse. Then it does a pre-chorus, and then we do like a double or triple chorus at the end. Now that is a little bit different transition-wise, so let's just play a chorus. So we got, when you get to the D, you do that little bass thing to lead you back into the chorus. And then at the end, it just ends like that. Okay, so that's all the parts. And again, if you wanted to just strum it, you could just do something like this. And here, it goes to an E, remember that. Pre-chorus, G, D. I'd still do the walk down here. G, F sharp, E minor, D, so you could do the same thing. You could strum it, just little simple mellow quarter notes. Okay, so that's it for Always on My Mind by Willie Nelson.